morning, everyone, and welcome to Street Beat. I'm your host, Amir Jacobson. You know, absolutely everybody agrees that education is essential to help children become strong, successful adults. But what does it take to help kids not only go but thrive in schools? Joining me now is Sonia Allen. She's the CEO of Communities in Schools of Metropolitan Detroit. Sonia, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
You know, you're quite welcome. Detroit is no exception. Detroit, like the rest of the country, we're having terrible problems in education. And it's easy to just say, you know, this is too much and throw your hands up. But fortunately, there are organizations like yours that are trying to do something about it, Communities in Schools. What are you doing?
Absolutely. Well, Communities in Schools, what we offer young people and families is an opportunity to address the whole child and the family, meaning that non-academic and academic barriers often will prohibit a young person from thriving. And what we do at Communities in Schools, we go into schools, we do an assessment, we find out exactly what the schools need, what children need, and we go through community partners to make that happen for kids and to alleviate some of those barriers so that kids can thrive.
You know, it is a package. It is the school, it's the teachers, it's the parents, it's the communities, it's the village concept. Are we accepting that, taking to that?
I think absolutely. I think that programs today, and especially Communities in Schools, we're the leading dropout prevention organization in the nation. And we understand that it actually takes strong partnerships and it takes a community to help children to thrive. So we work with partners from local businesses. We work with partners from higher education. We work from, you know, the next door neighbors who will come and volunteer. So it does take a community, and it takes the commitment of you know, a village to help children to thrive and to help families to raise their children.
Are you seeing a difference, a change in attitude and change in culture that would bring all this together?
Absolutely, and there's also, you know, a focus and understanding that with some of the services that we bring into school, cultural relevance has to be there as well. Mm-hmm. So I think that understanding that children come from different backgrounds and the diversity within many of our schools right now requires some services, especially language barriers. Mm-hmm. And we must address those kinds of things so that kids can thrive in their school, K through 12, and be prepared to go to higher education. Yeah,
and you know, but something else you said that was very important, the focal point is graduate, but be prepared. What happens after that? Be prepared for life, be prepared for jobs, be prepared to go on to higher education.
Exactly. Within the Communities in Schools model, we want to make sure that when kids graduate that they have a marketable skill. It's one of our 5 basics. And to make sure that, well, the reality is everyone may not want to go to college immediately right after high school. So to have a marketable skill, you know, that's kids can have a plan B and some other options. And then when you get to college, we want to make sure that you're college ready, that you don't have to waste time and money taking remedial classes and those kinds of things in order for you to function at a college level.
Yeah. Do most kids want to go to college today, or do they prefer the options?
I believe we have a majority of kids who do want to go to college. We're working in 23 schools now across Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, and Washtenaw counties. And I haven't run into a kid yet who says, you know, I absolutely do not want to go to college, but I have run into kids who said, you know, I may not be ready right now, but, you know, I'd like to learn a trade, or I'm interested in owning my own business. I want to be an entrepreneur. So kids have dreams and they have aspirations, and I think that's what's most important. How you get to those dreams, the road you take, you know, they won't all look the same.
I would think money would be probably the biggest impediment.
Could be. A lot of kids and parents are concerned about, you know, how will I pay for college? And I don't want to go into a lot of debt going to college. And I totally understand, because I have a senior in high school right now, and we're going through that college preparation right now to get started as a freshman. So that's always an issue, but there are resources available that my family is looking into and that we share with the kids and families that we work with.
You said you had 5 parts to your program, and the first was a skill.
Well, the first is a one-on-one relationship with a caring adult. And then we want to make sure that when kids come into our program that they have an opportunity to give back to the community through community service and learning opportunities. And then every kid deserves an opportunity to have a safe environment in which to learn. And every student should be in an environment where it's healthy and they can grow and they can thrive. So those are the basics that we have with communities and schools that every parent would want for their child, including me. It's exactly what I want for my son.
Well, that's exactly what we all want. Thank goodness that you and your organization and people like you are around, because we certainly need you. Continued success to you, and we'll have to get together again and see how things are going.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having
Sonia.
me.
You're quite welcome. If you'd like any more information, you can go to the website www.cisdetroit.org. Coming up, there's also help for troubled children. We'll have more on that when Street Beat continues.